and disrespect and degradation from a group of people who literally drink shit water.
We discussing FBA and immigrants. Do you know? Yeah, you say we've been on panels together, so you know what it is. FBA and immigrants, unity or division. Do you think we can find unity, or is division unavoidable?
Me personally, I'm always going to go for the division, delineation, separatism. I'm no longer in the business of communicating with people who are beneath me.
People who are beneath her. There are close to 53 million foreign born people living in the US. So, as a collective, this group is more than the Black American population and is projected to grow even bigger. This is just people born in a foreign country living in the US. If you add their children to it, if you add their children's children to it, it's not even comparable. Okay, so this is one something that is just never going to change. It's only going to get bigger. Immigrant groups have a higher marital rate. They have a higher income for the most part. So their populations are generally going to get bigger. They are much healthier. I don't even know why she made this panel that broad to include all immigrants. Maybe you can just pick out the Black immigrants, which we have become their target. But to say that we are beneath her is laughable. I mean, this is probably a single mom if you just go by the numbers, right? Just the generalizations. She fits the profile of one. The poverty rate for children in Black America is almost 40%. 40% of Black children in America are considered poor or living under the poverty line. That is twice the national average. The median household income is 37% lower than their white counterparts. And there's a 59% higher likelihood of maternal mortality. So over half of pregnant Black women would die. The typical Black household earns only 63 cents for every dollar earned by a white household. Between 1999 and 2020, Black Americans experienced 1.63 million excess deaths compared to their white counterparts. You got plenty of work to do than to worry about some immigrants. Black individuals are more than twice as likely to experience police force and over 3 times more likely to be jailed if arrested. Yeah, because of their rebellious nature, right? Because they cite that Diallo example in New York as the only African that has been killed by police. Well, that was in the 90s. It hasn't happened since. Black couples, if you can find them, are more than twice as likely to be denied a mortgage, and that is because of poor credit, right? For the most part, they're gonna cite other issues, but it's bad credit, bad financial habits, bad credit. So no, they're not beneath you. You want to think they're beneath you. That's not true. Approximately 45.2% of immigrants who arrived in the US since 2010 have a bachelor's degree or higher, compared to 38% of US natives. That 38% includes all the other groups. So you can imagine where the Blacks will sit in that number, okay? So you're not better than them. The numbers show that you're not. You think you are because of your xenophobic and rebel tendencies, but the data suggests that you're not. Absolutely not. Immigrants make up 17% of all college-educated adults ages 25 and older in the US. The fields of study. Immigrants are overrepresented in STEM fields, particularly engineering. 33% of engineering bachelor's degree holders are foreign born. Let that sink in. 33% of engineering bachelor degree holders are born in a foreign country. We've not even included our children to it who are born in the US to immigrant parents. 20% in nursing, okay? And this is according to the US Census, census.gov. For naturalized citizens, 41.6% have a bachelor's degree or higher. For children of immigrants, 43.4% have a bachelor's degree or higher. And I don't even know what to do with these blacks, man. I'm probably gonna move on from this type of content because it's not even a fair fight, really. To be honest, it's not a fair fight at all. I'm just wasting brain cells dealing with their stupidity. It's just really like God, man.
It's null and void. I appreciate you guys for doing what you do on these apps, and I'm no longer in the business of communicating with people who are beneath me. It, it's null and void. I appreciate you guys for doing what you do on these apps and, pushing out the education that you push out. But me, from what I've seen, the level of hatred and disrespect and degradation from a group of people who literally drink shit water is just, it's a waste of my time. So
Okay, well, let
there's
me ask
nothing that
you
an African can do.
Shit water. If we have to be honest, ask anybody that works at a water treatment facility in America. All the water, public utility that comes to your home is recycled water. The Africans get water from streams, boreholes. Africa hosts some of the largest river bodies on the planet. But if we're talking about people who really drink shit water, that treated water that comes into our homes and we bath with, a lot of them have come from the sewer system. In case you didn't know that, you should do your research. See, they make these arguments to make it look like they are so far advanced. You're the poorest in America for a reason. You're not educated. And you're not doing yourself any favors. You call this bullshit panel on education. It's not. Education happens in the classroom. You should enroll in college or community college and compare yourself to your peers and the immigrants that are here. I just read off the numbers. They're doing better than you. They are doing better than you, and they will continue to do better than you. Okay. In 2022, a greater share of U.S. immigrants, 15.2%, than U.S. natives, 14%, held advanced degrees such as master's, professional degrees, or doctorates. And I'm in that category. My wife is in that category too. There's a lot of us. Most of my friends, maybe 80% of my friends, are in that category too. So you got a real competition on your hands right here in the US. Why are you running away from that? Why are you comparing yourself to people that live on the continent? You can't compare yourself to us. Like, do it right here, and we're here with you. That's why you can't do it, right?
Okay,
For
that's
me.
all right. Thank you for that answer, but I want to ask you a question. Okay, so do you
Hmm.
is this tension cultural, economical, political, or emotional? What do you think?
I think it's all four, all of them.
Mm.
It's always going to be political because Black Americans are just simply better politically. We are from one of the best countries.
Are you better politically? You have your congressional black caucus is full of some Somalis and some other immigrant children. You have mayorships in Maryland and in Chicago that are immigrant blacks or the children of immigrant blacks. That's what you guys have been crying about. And I don't care for that kind of politics. They're liberals. But what are you talking about? Like, you are not fully represented. And when you have the power, for the most part, you've stolen the money, like Tiffany Hanyard or the lady down in New Orleans, Cantrell. It's always sex scandals or theft. Like, what are you talking about? You're trying to present a white picture. You're not the white man. You're not even close. You're at the bottom of these statistics for a reason. It's not a coincidence at all.
On the Western Hemisphere. It's going to be emotional because there's a sense of jealousy and envy.
There isn't. I just read off the statistics. If you look at how they are performing, why would they be jealous? I'm not jealous of you, man. Why would I be jealous? Like, what do you have that I should be jealous of? Music and entertainment? I don't even listen to your music. I can't stand that music to save my life. And I would yell at my children if they ever listen to that crap. Like, what are you talking about? I don't watch your movies. I don't listen to your music. There's really not much talent in your movies, right? It really isn't. Those Tyler Perry bullshit, I don't watch it, you know? I What are you talking about, man?
From the opposite. I don't believe in that. Oh, it's both sides and both sides. And I've never seen Black Americans attack
Really?
Africans or
You're full of
Caribbeans
shit.
first. Never seen
You
it.
are full of shit. You are full of shit. This is why I said to answer their prompt that there shouldn't be any conversation of unity. What is it? What are you going to unite with? People like this? Shit. Separate yourself as far as you can. Get into places that are diverse. Be open minded to the other races, and you're going to do way better. Leave them alone. Leave these people alone. There's what are they talking about unity? We didn't come here to unite with anybody. We came here for opportunity and to compete. That's it. We don't put us as part of your bullshit. Deal with that. Deal with all your social issues, your political issues. We don't give a damn about that shit, man. But obviously, you guys are not gonna listen. Even if I sit here and say it all the time, they're not gonna listen. But immigrants, do you, man? Find your own spaces, get into your own corner, just go to work, pay your taxes, hang out around your people. Don't go into their neighborhoods. You might not even make it out of there, right? Just stay away as far as possible, and this will never be a conversation. The only reason that these things came up is because of how the East Coast is structured. Some of these guys would have to kind of coexist. But if you're here in Texas, you can be far away from these people as much as you can, as far as you can. Like, I don't even come into contact with them, and I'm not missing anything. Okay. So, yeah, maybe you should consider looking into places like Texas, Tennessee, where you can be completely away from this nonsense, right? Instead of sitting on the East Coast and expecting that they're going to come into your African stores and buy stuff. Come on, man. They got a whole lot of education to do within themselves to learn about cultures, to integrate. You shouldn't worry about them, man. You just come out here, do your work, form bonds with other Africans and the Caribbean people and Latin Americans, and leave them alone, man. Make it feel like they don't even exist. I'm not gonna this week might be the last round of TikTok videos that I'll make, and I'm gonna completely do a U-turn on the kind of content that I provide. Even if the views drop, I'll do that because I have to do that. I don't like the and no offense to my audience, but I don't like a lot of the new audience that I've received, and they can unsubscribe. I don't give a damn. That's not the target audience, but the videos that I made brought certain people to the channel, and that's not the audience that I'm trying to target, So I made that mistake myself, which is why I don't mind if they drop off, to be honest, right? Because I will shift the algorithm into a different direction, and it's going to be exactly what I came on YouTube to do. Not to be talking about people that I personally don't even respect. Like, why am I wasting my time on this shit?
But they have been a treacherous group from the beginning. I mean, from selling some of us into slavery, some of us, because we
There you have it, man. Forever victims, forever complainers. Really, at the grand scheme of things, just pieces of shit. To be honest, people that talk like this, really pieces of shit. They won't amount to nothing in society. You're over here stressing yourself about them. Come on, man. Move on.